Let me take it to the jam layer. So let's copy all of them. That's a good call. Thank you, Dr. Party 06. I think some of them got... Yeah, we'll take these guys out. And then just move them back into place. Throw them up there. That's fantastic, actually. See? I learned stuff. Even me. And there you go. It's totally normal looking outside area, although it looks like something is providing lighting in. So let's make sure everything's inside the box. Where's that light escaping from? Is it up here? Where is that light coming from? Jeez. Oh, you know what? There were those ones that got loose up top. Let's see if this works. Boom. There we go. So, when I copied them earlier, if you remember, 2 of them got pushed too far up north off the map, and now they're illuminating everything, which is not good. So, we've got that down. Let's check on... There we go. Hello, cat. I know. Yes. Yes. We're going to cut back to the other area for a minute to throw down the last splash. Why don't you just jump up here, cat? I know you want to. Maybe you'll destroy something in the process. Good. Although that's the wrong layer. There we go. Yep, everything looks good. So this will be, what the players see when they first join. So while we're doing character creation and all that, let's move into pulling all the tokens out before we do much else. And all the handouts. Handouts usually take a second pass because they're going to revolve around cutting them out. So here's some folks. So just save this as SebT. Happy stuff. Zoom along here. These are the little tiny dolls that attack you in the diorama. We'll call them W doll. Doesn't matter overly much. And beetle. I'm spelling this totally wrong. There we go. Battles. Couple different pictures of Vel Rihanna here throughout the place. So this will be Vel 1. The way Pathfinder does things is if you have a face picture of someone, they could be an enemy or an ally. If you have a full body portrait of someone, they're definitely an enemy. And so that's why you don't want to show full body pictures of things that are secretly supposed to be enemies. Very strange policy they have, but skeleton. This is their unique Osirian. So this is like the Egypt of the Pathfinder world. And so it's got their own unique skeletons. This is the Medusa Sandman. I'm going to take this picture just because I really like how it goes. Where the beheaded come off the table. I'm going to put it in a handout. And when the players get to that part, I'm going to pop the handout up on them so they can get an idea of what the combat looks like. So we're going to call this handout 0 because it's not a real handout. It's not something they need to get anything done. And Manish. Adherer. So adherers look like mummies, but they're actually constructs. Made of glue and shit. Pretty funny. These are undead cat swarms. These are, hopefully my cat's not around to look at this. Turn away, little cat! Swarms of mummified dead cats. Buried with their owners. That is a freaking badass Khopesh. And that guy's got that full-on beard right there. You definitely want to play that up. So, we'll just call him S-Thug. Gotta respect his gangster using a silver Khopesh like that. I'm just gonna call this guy Div, because he's a div. Rather than his super long, unpronounceable name. We'll come back for this one. That's a handout. Show you how to do that in a second. Grave Guardians. You can tell it's Nethies because of the sideways face, so Grave Guard. The white-black representing its duality. Let's see if I can pronounce this guy's name right. Sin in Merak. This is the fight where you take on all 4 members of... What are they called? The Scorched Hand? Yeah, they're called the Scorched Hand. They're secretly part of a Nethian cult. So here, we've got all this information. Here's the full body portrait of a bad person. So his name was what? Azaz? We'll be appending his stats to his stuff. This is the chick. You can convert her as a mercenary and just pay her money to kill her comrades for them. It made it really easy for us to beat them when they went from 4-on-6 to 3-on-7. They got wrecked. This is Kelru. Bellariana. That's her combat pose. That's the Bell combat. Full body poster portrait. These are interesting. My GM actually cut these out. I might do that. They're all intact. They are intact. Nabat. He plays a part later. Nabat. Yes. Yes, Dr. Party 06. If you are a professional image person or even an amateur one, you can use GIMP to do image editing and kind of take out all these washed areas. Like this weird whited out stuff. I don't put, I put in the minimum amount of presentation work here. I appreciate it when people do the work to take that stuff out. I'm not totally sure how to do it, so I never really do. Unwrapped Harmony plays a pretty big part in the next book as well. So that's like the story of stuff. Here's the bestiary. So these are all the new things. Guardian Scroll. Each of the adventure paths provides their own unique enemies and stories for each part of Guardian Scroll. The scrolls here are actually pretty badass. They're very hard to damage, and they just fly around and choke you to death while cutting you. What's this thing called? Shelesqua. We'll just call it a Shally. Yes, that's true. You can find many of the portraits you need online already by searching for Roll20 or Google for the image. So you know what, Dr. Party 06? I'm actually going to read everything you wrote out so that people who want to take out all that weird background stuff will know how to do it. So he says, the cool thing to do with those images, though slightly more time consuming, is fill background with neutral color, save as a .png, open in GIMP, add alpha channel, select the background color, and then color to alpha. It makes a really nice token with a translucent background. Sorry, transparent. I said translucent. Anyway, any of this stuff. So now we're going to go cut handouts out. There's only one actual handout in this, but we'll take the equipment pieces and put them in handouts as well. Where is that handout? I didn't lose it. There we go. Okay, how do you do handouts, you're asking me? Well, really, you got to take a snapshot. Because if you try to copy that image, all you're going to get is that sandstone in the back. So we're just going to save this as handout 1. I'll put it in the journal as handout 1-1, which means book 1, handout 1. Okay, get to the equipment. Oops, messed that up. Okay, we'll call this AA, for Akintepe's armor. This is going to be KUD, for Coal of Uncanny Discernment. M5, so MG. And this just gives players something to keep track of rather than just dump this data directly on a loot list. MG. Scarab Shield. Drop that. Year of the Watchful Guardian, so SWG. Unfortunately, that's got... We're not going to really be able to do that one. It's in 2 parts. I'll just have to skip that. But they'll probably sell it. Tablet of Languages Lost. This was actually fantastic. I kept this on my character until he died. So one problem is when you do this take a snapshot thing, I've never been able to figure out how to turn it back off. And so you can't really interact with anything anymore. I get around it by just coming back and restarting it. But yeah, we do need to come back to it because we need to start throwing up all of the placement tags. So let's open Mummy's Mask, open the PDF again, and then there we go. Part's always slow on the load, slow on the load again. Here we go. All right. So you can see this down here. I'm actually going to put it sideways because I'm going to be doing work, but you should have an idea. You want to do it white in pretty big text size. So here is A1, A2. There's only A on this page, so I'm just going to go ahead and just name it 5. Sometimes they do put multiple on the same page, strangely. And I don't see any secret doors so far, but I'm pretty sure there are some. And there they are. So $sign for secret door, and then secret door. Double $sign because this is a secret door, and other secret door. So I happen to know, we haven't gotten to it in the text, but I happen to know that the center platform here is trapped. So a big red is stepping on any of those spaces will indicate that you've entered a trap. And where were we at? Text. White. 16. And 18. Cool. We got that out of the way. Get back to throwing stuff down here. We don't need that. We need this. So let's see. I'm pretty sure there's no light sources down here. What we're going to do is we're going to go in and put the encounters in place. I'm going to check for light sources while we do that, and then we're going to go back and do dynamic lighting layer stuff. Okay, so A1 is opening the door. There's some stuff there, and then there's a ghost scorpion. I'm going to bet there's probably not a token for that, but we'll see if someone's ever made a ghost scorpion before. Those don't look like anything, but that looks like a scorpion. So welcome to the club, buddy. This will attack them after they open the door, but before they come back out. Alright. A2 climb check. A3 has a dead body at the bottom of it. So we'll just look for an elf token. I'm sure I have something here. It's a male, so surprisingly few male elves. I know, weird, right? Indicate he's dead using some of that dead magic, and then put him on the token layer. A4 is a trapped corridor. So where's the trap here? Engravings, Akintepi. Hallway is trapped, triggered by 5 by 10 pressure plate in front of the western doors. Okay. So north, east, south, west. We're looking at a pressure plate right here. It fires a volley down the length. So stepping there is going to fire in this direction over here. As usually, we disabled it, but of course we knew going in that there would be crazy shit all over the place. Doesn't seem to be anything. Oh, what's up, Leon? Keep an eye on the hub campaign page tomorrow, Leon, because I'll be posting for guest spots, and I'm going to set you and Sora aside. So I think it's going to probably be you, Adam, Sora, and Jim as our 4-man party next week. We'll see. Okay, nothing here. The chariot is trapped. No. The chest in the southeast corner is trapped. So let's mark it north, east, south. Trapped chest. Hall 8 is the tiny dolls. So where's my W dolls at? And those dolls are on the table. And there are 3 of them. So we're going to take them to tiny size, then we're going to hold Alt and miniaturize them. Now they are menacing. You can still press like Shift Z or something to force them to show up, so that the players know that they're actually kind of badass looking, if you're into that kind of thing. Oops. No, that was not what I wanted to do. I made the suns come back. Go away. Fancy looking suns. Alright, so here we've got the 3 of them. Oops. Stretch him back down and then put him in a different corner. And then throw down the last one. There we go. Alright, A9, Chamber of Reflection. There's not really a trap here. There's some sort of like moralizing mirror that whenever you look in it, it looks disapprovingly at you. I'm not really going to put a thing down for that. I'll read it when I look at it. This is called a Solifugid. Solifugid is in the next room. Apparently it's some sort of spider-like creature. We'll have 2 different tokens to mess with the players. And area 11 is a sandling. It just looks like a patch of sand. So maybe I'll just type sand and see if I can get a token that's just sand. Lots of tokens about Sand Point in my library. Andara Quinn. There's some sand. The sandling waits for people to step on it and then does its thing. 14 and 19. So left is AC and middle is hit points, but you can do that however you want. Sometimes, as you've seen already, I don't really put them in. Will this join me up at a later date? Yes, it will. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble pronouncing your name. Yuluen. It will definitely be up on the YouTube, or you can probably check it on Twitch on highlights for a month. Hopefully you got that. Yeah, it seems like you got it. All right, let's keep moving on. 13 is 2 of the mining beetles, so look for my M beetle token. They are advanced fire beetles. I'm guessing they're probably small sized. Let's see what it says that they do. 2 mining beetles just inside the tunnel at the base of the staircase. Let's be like here and here. Maybe like here. The secret passageway also has mining beetles. Let's see where they're at. Creatures, 2 mining beetles. We'll just have them like at opposite points. And one of them can call over the other. The false sarcophagus there is a thing. So let's find a sarcophagus. That's looking pretty baller. Well, that wasn't what I wanted. Looking for a baller token, yo. Not a 404 error. We got the trap down already. There's a bypass. We don't normally see bypasses, but I'm going to go ahead and mark it with a blue. It is a southwest torch. If they were to pull it randomly for no apparent reason, it would work. Also, if they identify the trap, but don't want to turn it off, they want to leave it intact again for no real reason, they could do it. All right. Chamber of Grave Goods has a summon swarm, A17. It is a trap that is on the final door. Oops, I messed that up. Okay. Nope. There we go. Trapped and have a, what kind of swarm is it? Cockroach swarm. Beautiful. I don't remember fighting this. We probably disabled the trap. That's a bunch of cockroaches, so that looks good. Put that off to the side. And we've got the Iron Cobra. Kind of a classic Pathfinder enemy, really. Nope, those aren't Iron Cobras. That's not an Iron Cobra either. So I'm going to do is I'm going to type Iron Cobra Pathfinder. And there we go. An Ironish Cobra. You know what? I like this one better. Okay, that is the first area. So let's go back and do dynamic lighting for this area. Yu'lon. Well, yep, that makes sense. That's just me not even bothering to read that and chopping it up horribly. So dynamic lighting. Let's do orange for walls. Go ahead and walls this out. I kind of cut that in a little too close there. You really want to give it some space. Just a bit of space around the edge, or things get a little weird. Same thing over here. This is a little time consuming, so again, I don't normally use it, but for a campaign like this, where it's all mummies and torches and who can see what can see you. For instance, if you walk up to a door with a torch, you know, your light shining under it, you know, or maybe you walk into a room and you stand in the corridor, and so the light's not falling onto a corner somewhere. So yeah, like right here, if someone was standing in that square, they might not have light shine on this corner. There could be a skeleton here, and I could be like, whoop, surprise attack. You literally didn't see it. It is also, again, very hardware intensive as well. Not everyone has a computer that can handle it. We're just gonna do some broad strokes here. This would be a wall, but again, it's a secret door, so we're gonna have to go around it and chop it into place. Yeah, we'll do this by just doing that. Putting that river there was kind of terrible map design, but I guess it does look kind of cool. Hard to argue with Paizo. They normally don't mess up horribly. Except when they hire that. No, I gotta stop slamming on Blando. He normally does some pretty good work, but he's had some awful maps. Just awful. And I'm a hater. Okay. And we got the secret door again. I kind of want to, yeah, like this channel here, it's going to look weird. But I want to give them like a weird cutaway view of it. So we're going to do something like this. And like this. So they'll have this strange view into it. And the wonder is something back there. Obviously, there's nothing back there. But they'll want to know. And maybe they'll take the time to dig it out. Same thing here, where we'll kind of imply that there might be something extra here. Go ahead and put that in place. Something like this. It's gonna look kind of cool on the dynamic lighting layer when it's cut out like this. Because they got the combination of the image that they're seeing as it being choppy, plus they can't see that interior area. It literally looks like a wall because it's all darkened out. Okay. You can see the amount of time that this dynamic lighting adds. I mean, I could probably have done 2 or 3 more maps fully without dynamic lighting in this time. So in the interest of brevity, I'm probably only going to add dynamic lighting to this map for now and go back and do it again later off stream. Just so we can fit everything in. Alright, so that's done. What color was I using? Red for doors. So doors are interesting. You kind of want... You can't line doors up straight, because if they connect with the walls, when you try to delete them, it won't work. You